Hitch here on BBC Radio Wales, giving you my best party playlist. Now then, I hope you poured a G&T, got your disco pants on, and are having an absolute ball. My next guest rose to fame in 1997 as part of an uber 90s pop group. Since then, they've sold over 30 million records, had number ones across the world, and are still packing out arenas nearly 25 years on. Yes, I'm absolutely bragging, and I'm allowed to. We've had our ups and downs, but today we are stronger than ever. She is, of course, my mucker, Claire Richards from Steps, and she'll be here after this. So BBC Radio Wales, that was, of course, H and Claire, aka 2/5 of Steps with DJ, released back in 2002. Now, not only can she belt out some tunes, bust some moves, she also cooks a mean pasta dish. Please welcome Claire Richards! Who's been drinking Prosecco?
Just one or two, maybe.
Really? Now,
Can I bust some moves?
Yeah,
Am I famous for busting moves?
You've been doing it for 25 years, babe, so yes, all is good.
Yeah. And you finally got a tune on your radio show where I'm singing a song about you.
Really?
You are a DJ.
A DJ? Disc
You're
jockey.
a DJ.
It's all about the letters. The letter H and the letters D and J. There you go.
Yes, there you go.
I've got my professional interviewing hat on tonight.
Okay.
Not. That was a joke, by the way.
Oh, okay. I was going to say.
Okay, so that was a bit
Is
random.
that real?
For people that don't know, that was a bit random. So my pasta reference was, you tell everybody what the pasta reference is.
Oh, God. Okay, so years and years ago, we did a VHS when they still existed, because we are that old.
Yep.
And each of us did a kind of a little, I don't even know what you would call it. We each did something that we were good at, I guess. So
it was a skill, right? Like a skill.
Yes,
like a show and tell.
So Faye did makeup, Lisa did dancing. Lee did
Did Faye do makeup?
Yeah, Faye did makeup. Lee did football. I cooked, and of course, what were you good at?
Oh, well,
tightrope walking.
Yeah. Anything.
Circus tricks.
Yeah, just showing off, basically.
Yeah, basically not a real skill. Not a real life skill, anyway.
No. But this pasta dish became a staple in many a student's diet, and it's become quite iconic. So iconic, in fact, that you're in my phone, not as Claire from Steps, not as Claire Richards.
No.
You're pasta alla Clara in my phone.
Yeah, pasta alla Clara.
Basically.
I know, and it basically was it's dry tagliatelle, a tin of cream of tomato soup,
we're actually
cheddar cheese.
We're giving the recipe, okay?
Well, no, you asked.
Crack on.
Yeah, ham, onions, mushrooms, and a little bit of garlic, and it's delicious.
Washed down with Prosecco, no doubt.
Yeah, back then it probably wasn't. Washed down with, I don't know, Lambrusco or something, I would have thought back then.
Yeah, it's something really, really cheap and nasty. And, well, I mean, nothing's changed really with you, is it?
Not too much, no.
No,
a little bit more expensive.
Well, that's the bit debatable.
Oh my God!
All right, okay. So I'm guessing that everybody out there listening probably knows Steps, right? But for those who don't, just how would you describe us? Introduce people to our music.
Oh my God. Well, obviously the best music anyone's ever heard.
Okay, good. Box ticked. Well done. Yeah.
Yes. It is fun. It can be quite epic at times, a little bit melancholic, bittersweet. Well, I always describe coming to a Steps concert is a bit like being punched in the face with pop music for 2 hours.
Okay, good analogy.
So I kind of, it's kind of that really. I love how you also said every time, I don't know if this is every time that you say the number that it gets more in your head or in reality, that we've now sold 30 million records.
I always big up, always.
I don't remember that number, but I'll go with it.
Self-promoting.
Yes, we've sold 45 million
There you go.
records.
I'll take it. If you say it, it exists.
you.
It's there.
It's real.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely. It's like there's no calories in chocolate.
But when you think about it, our music has completely and utterly evolved since we started. I mean, we arrived on Planet Pop to make line dancing super cool. Did we succeed?
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
Well, I mean, the idea, because at the time there was this whole line dance craze, and, you know, obviously we have to mention Cotton Eye Joe, because that was massive at the time. And the idea was that we were going to make line dancing cool. They wanted 5 kind of cute popettes to front this line dancing song. And we were basically signed on a one single deal, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. It was completely that. And only Pete Waterman was involved very early on, and I think he saw or heard that 5, 6, 7, 8 was going to be a hit, but without his involvement, it would never have evolved. So I can't imagine. Can you imagine if? And there was tracks lined up to be the next line dancing track.
Yes, I still have them on tape.
Yes, I still remember part of the dance routine to one of them.
Oh yes, I do as well. Wowzers.
Stumping.
Yeah.
Stumping.
Yes.
Beat to the rhythm.
I think everybody, well, I think we've talked about it quite a lot. You know, the songs that we had. Some other groups actually ended up with those songs. I don't know how well they did, but, you know, good luck to them. We wish up to them. Thank God.
I mean, do you know, the idea was great, and thank God for the initial idea, because we wouldn't exist if it hadn't been for that initial idea. But thank God it evolved into what we've now become. But
it also surpassed everybody's expectations. Nobody expected it to do well.
Apart from you.
Well, I said it was going to
be number one.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
5, 6, 7, 8 is going to be number one.
It wasn't in a lot of other countries, just not the UK.
No.
But okay, so we're talking pop, and obviously we have origins. You, Mrs. Moo, are no stranger to the pop world either, because everybody, Claire was also a recording artist before Steps, weren't you, Miss Richards?
Oh God! Oh no! Oh no! What are you going to do?
I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. I'm just telling that you were a seasoned pro before you entered Steps.
Well, seasoned as you can be at 19, I suppose. But I was in a band before Steps called TSD, a girl band, and we had how many singles? Only 2 singles, but we did do a lot of touring. So I guess I earned my stripes doing that. I suppose, because as we are the untrained members of the band.
Very much
aren't
so.
We?
Well, no, you are now, because I went back to college after Steps. Yes.
Yes. Oh, okay. So, well, you weren't then.
Oh, your talent is natural, love. That's what it is.
Oh, it's so natural. Well, yes. So, oh God. So now I'm the only untrained member.
Yeah, and it shows. I must say, you need a bit of tuning. You need to work on those belts. Just saying.
Okay.
I wonder how many singles we've released. If anybody knows, message us. Do a little Google. I don't know. Take a guess. I don't know. What do you reckon?
But what, in terms of...
Yeah, in terms of Steps.
Double A sides and...
Singles, yeah. During our time in Steps, from day dot to present day. I wonder. If anybody knows, send us a little tweet or send me an Instagram message. I wonder.
We probably should know that, to be fair.
Do you know what I think is actually crazy? When you think that we were the actual laughing stock of the music industry 25 years ago, and we're the only ones still rocking it and still doing our thing now. Isn't that crazy?
It is, but I think it says a lot for our fans, actually, because and also for the fact that we probably, as much as some people don't like that we did split, we did end on a high when we ended, and we didn't do anything. We've always said that, it has to be the 5 of us, and I think that really stands for something. The fact that our fans are so loyal, and they want new music from us, and I guess every fan of every band wants it, but we really do listen to our fans, and we try to give them what they want. So it is incredible. It is really incredible.
Do you know what I find incredible? Because you can actually tell which songs the fans are, yearning for, what they're hungry for. Yeah. Because, we pay a lot of attention to Spotify, the plays. It's a really good pop indicator, which ones. And we actually form a lot of our set lists for the tour based on Spotify playlists, don't we?
I know. Who'd have thought?
What's your favourite?
We're so with the times.
If you could choose a Steps song, what's your favourite one?
Oh, I don't know. That's really hard. I mean, I always I always do say one for Sorrow because I think that is when it really did change for us. I think that's when
People's perceptions, right?
yeah, people's perception really changed of us. I think it built our fan base for one, and it also made the industry turn around and go, actually, do you know what? They're here to stay.
The
And
untrained one can sing.
It's not all about me, obviously. But yeah, I don't know. I really do think because of it, Tragedy was our biggest hit, but it was a cover. So I think if we hadn't have released One for Sorrow before Tragedy, it might be a bit different. But I think that really did. It cemented us. That it was nominated for Record of the Year that year.
I remember that. I remember
we didn't win.
No, we flew back. I think we were on our way back from Japan or some long haul flight, and we had no sleep. We literally rocked up, and I think we changed in the toilet in the aeroplane, and we walked straight on stage and performed. Do you remember?
Pretty much, yeah. And there were loads of dancers painted gold. It was all a bit. I think we were all jet lagged. So it was all a bit surreal because. Wasn't it?
Because Westlife won.
Well, yeah, Westlife won. We needn't have bothered coming all the way back from Japan.
Oh, Westlife are on again. Yeah, they've won. Whatever. Best
whatever.
Haircut, yeah. Best single, yeah. Clarabella, let's have some music. I've asked you to choose some songs. Tell me what you've chosen first and why you've chosen it.
Okay, so the first song I've chosen, I'm going to build it up a little bit here because it's a band that we both, in fact, me, you and Faye, I think, grew up absolutely loving, and we still do, and it's played many, many times in the dressing room while we're getting ready. And I think for me, it cemented my love of pop music when I was a kid, this band. So it's Five Star and Systematic.
Woo! Let's play it! Woo! Friday Night H with me. H from Steps on BBC Radio Wales, and that song was the choice of my bandmate with a big pair of lungs, Claire Richards. Good choice.
Hello. Oh, it sounds weird you calling me Claire Richards.
Oh, well, that's your name, isn't it?
I know, but nobody calls me that.
I just say oi, that's why.
Yeah, oi.
Oi, you.
Yo.
Very good
Get
choice.
me gin and tonic.
That would be nice. No, I'm onto the tequila these days, to be fair.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah.
Yes,
forgot.
I like it. But I'm being good now. I'm actually not having any alcohol in my system on a weeknight, just on a weekend.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there was
It's
a silence
weekend.
because you didn't believe me.
No, I'm like, okay, I believe you.
Okay, let's talk pop. That was a cracking choice. And for me,
you.
Five Star are my ultimate childhood band. I mean, the songs they had, I remember being glued to their concert footage. They used to pack out, if anybody doesn't know Five Star, just have a look on YouTube. The concerts are all there. I used to watch the Wembley concert to death. They were just awesome.
I never watched concerts, but I had the album and I was completely and utterly obsessed. Me and my friend, I mean, this is probably not a great thing, and thank God we never got on it, but we wrote to Jim Will Fix It more than once to meet Five Star.
Yeah, let's move on from that.
Yeah.
But
well, that was the only way that... for things like that, there was no meet and greets and stuff in those days. We were obsessed. I was obsessed with Five Star.
I talk about the best meet and greet I've ever had in my life, and we were part of it. But it was like performing with our bedroom wall. So we did the Hit Factory at the O2 Arena.
Oh,
with literally our childhood heroes. So we were on stage with our bedroom wall: Sonia, Kylie, Jason, Bananarama, Dead or Alive, Rick Astley. That, for me, is up there with one of the best gigs.
I know. It was. Do you know what? And I didn't end up getting to see hardly any of it.
Because you were in hair and makeup.
No, I was getting ready because I'm always the last one in.
Funny
Well,
that.
I'm always the first one, but I seem to take the longest.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember watching Kylie and Jason do Especially For You, and it was just I think I cried. It was just the most incredible show. It was so good.
Yeah, because I remember we closed the show, we headlined, and then obviously the encore, which everybody was anticipating and willing and wishing, and it was, of course, and then the chord started, for Especially For You, and everybody screamed. It was just iconic.
Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. And he picked her up and everything. It was just like it was in the 80s.
I know.
So good.
I remember it was such a good moment, and I didn't want to miss it. As soon as the chord started, I ran to the dressing room and I got my phone and I sat on the side of the stage with Pete, and I filmed it all, and I've put it on YouTube like years and years ago. It's on there somewhere, but I've got it. Yeah, I've got it in in a file somewhere.
You're so good at all of that stuff. I mean, it's quite annoying when you are sticking camera in our faces.
But that's the thing.
It is you. I mean,
at the time,
thank
I
God
am
for you.
the most annoying person for filming and taking pics of everything. But now, look at all the memories you've got.
I know.
This week
I
we had.
Forgot.
Sorry, go on.
That you, and I was going to say, I kind of forgot that you always had a camera and you were always taking photos and always had a camcorder as well, which I kind of forgot. But now it's all on our phones. That back then you had to really make a conscious effort to bring a camera or a camcorder or something, and you always did.
So we had a birthday, like an anniversary this week. It was last thing, wasn't it? So last thing turned, was it 23?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure it's like 5 or something.
Of course, yes.
It's not that long.
Infant stages. Yes.
Yeah.
So it was last thing's birthday this week. And we start, because we've got a Little Steps WhatsApp group. I'm sure every group has one. And then we just entered into this little trip down memory lane. I got my box of tricks out with all of my kind of cut-ins and Polaroids and pictures. And I love those moments because they're so impromptu, and it just shows how far we've come and the amazing times that we had.
Yeah, and we're just so amazing, and we're all so wonderful and great, and the best band in the whole wide world.
But the thing is, I guess most people know our story and our journey because, well, basically we went through a very public pop therapy on Steps reunion, right, years ago. But forget about the lows. What are your best memories from Steps? What are the ones that you would choose?
I think it would be the first time we played Wembley, headlined it, because I've got my own memories of being at Wembley and working there and stuff. I think when we won our Brit Award, and probably this era of Steps, I guess, because it's how it should have been back then, but we're older and wiser, and we've got the hindsight to be able to know when things are mistakes, or just to be able to enjoy it better now. I think when it isn't your be all and end all, it isn't your entire world, you're able to step in and out of it and enjoy it more, I suppose. I don't know how you feel about that, but that's how I feel. So I feel like this era is a high for us. This whole, since 2017, I guess, has been a high.
I totally agree. I mean, one memory that sticks out for me, and I'm probably all of us, was when we had all of our children on stage with us on the last tour. That was, I mean, it was just all of the stars aligned, because usually, children are either in school or, with, family members or in a different country, and everything just happened. There was just synergy one night, and we went, we're doing it. And we all cried. It was just such a special moment for us all.
Yes, but I've created monsters out of that, because now my kids want to come on stage every single time I'm on stage.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yes.
You better get dancing. Sing out, Louise! You've got OCD with costumes, I know, and you've got a warehouse full of costumes labelled in how many boxes? I have no idea. Okay, tell me, what is Steps' worst outfits? Go.
Oh, my God. Where do I start? I don't even know, I mean, my costumes were pretty much the same, just in a different colour, as a bikini top and a pair of hipster trousers. But I think there was, I do remember Say You'll Be Mine, the outfits for that. God. Faye was actually allergic to her costume.
Yeah, she had metal in her costume.
It had metal, yeah, she's allergic to nickel, isn't she? So it had, and I think my trousers looked like, do you remember in cigarette packets, the kind of gold stuff that would be in a cigarette packet? My trousers looked like they were made out of that. They were awful.
Yeah, I would agree. Probably Say You'll Be Mine. And I've just remembered, and I think I've told this story before, but I will always, and you probably know what I'm going to say, my worst memory, or the funniest memory, and the memory I cringe at, I literally, my toes curl, is we were doing the World Sports Awards in Monaco, of all places. Do you remember it?
Oh, no.
And so literally the audience was filled with every major superstar in the world. Every film star, every singer.
And who was in the front row?
was in the front row? So, a Welshie, Catherine Zeta-Jones and Michael
Yeah.
Douglas. And I remember
Yeah.
the curtain going up, Sail Be Mine starting, and they could not believe
No.
What was it?
It wasn't Say Mine, it was Here and Now.
Here and Now. So, yeah, but we were
Yeah.
dressed like tropical fruits. And,
Yeah.
and I remember their faces and their jaws just dropped going, what are we watching?
I know. I mean, how the hell? Why would anybody ever put Steps at the Sports Laureate Awards in Monaco? It was just the most random thing ever. It was, and we were like, oh God, just get through it, just get to the end. Oh.
But we were in Monaco, so life was good, right?
Yeah. We had a lovely time. We stayed in a lovely hotel.
That was probably my funniest memory, for all the wrong reasons. How about you? Your funniest memory?
Do you know what? I always remember when we were in America touring with Britney Spears, and the same kind of thing. We'd turn up every single night wearing bright yellow, and we had our little kind of plastic backdrop that said Steps, that it was on like a little frame.
Yes.
And the stage manager, Britney Spears' stage manager, absolutely hated our guts.
I remember. We call it Hillary. What was the
Her
name?
name was Hillary, wasn't
Yes,
it?
Hillary. Yeah, but we called her,
But she-
no offence, Hitlery.
Yeah, she hated us because like we love a chat, and every night we kind of ran over. We had a designated slot time every night, and because we would chat too much, we went over, and she would stand in the pit tapping her watch to say, and we were warned so many times, if you do not stay in your time tonight, I'm pulling the plug and you're just going to have to walk off and not finish your set. And it always just kind of, thinking about that, it just makes me laugh, because it's just us.
Well, if they
That's
can
what
do it-
that's what we like.
They did it to Madonna recently. They'll definitely do it to an unknown act in America.
But they never did, though. She never actually did it. I don't know how we managed to get away with it, but that is a very vivid memory for me, and it does make me laugh every time I think about it, because I just don't know how we got away with the whole thing, like dressed up like bananas, if you like, in front of an American audience who just did not know what the hell was going on.
Okay, last question before we have another song. If this is a
Okay.
good one, actually, I've thought of this. If you could re-record a Step song, which one would it be?
Oh,
I know mine.
well, none of them, clearly, because they're all fabulously vocaled by myself.
Oh, whatever. No, go on, pick one for any reason at all.
Oh God, I don't know. Do you know what? I think Better Best Forgotten.
I was going to say the same.
Really?
Yeah, I was. Yeah, go on. It's probably for the same reasons.
Yeah, just because I think we did it once on a really small theatre tour we did with a band, and we did it as a ballad, and it worked so well, because I think the melody and the chords of the verses and chorus is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
But we were the woes, as we shall call them.
The chant.
There was something done to them, because it's not our natural voices, let's be honest,
No, it
that made us
sounds
sound
like
like
Mickey and Minnie Mouse,
we sound like chipmunks. We sound like Alvin and Theodore. And whenever I hear those, it does make me cringe. But the rest of the song, I actually, as a song, because it's got those lovely minor keys in it, and minor chords, sorry, not keys, and it is actually a really nice song to sing. So I would probably say Better Best Forgotten.
And I was actually thinking of the same song for the exact same reason. See, we're still in sync. Still got it, babe.
There you go.
Let's have some more music. What have you chosen next and why? Tell me.
Well, I'm not one for self-promotion, as
Whatever.
we've established already, but I've chosen this song because I didn't realise that you were already going to play an H and Claire song, but
It's Steptastic tonight. It's H and Claire Steptastic, tell you.
Well, there you go. But I've chosen this song because, again, at the time, it was a song, and you'll back me up on this, I did not want to release or record this song.
No, you didn't. No, you hated it with a passion.
I hated it, and I really fought against, because we were H and Claire at the time, and to me it was a Step song, so I kind of fought it, and I think that's the reason why I fought it. But it's actually become one of my absolute favourite songs. I think it's brilliant. So for that reason, I've chosen All Out of Love by H and Claire. Yay!
It's just
Oh my
that's
God, I love it.
seriously
Sorry.
that was absolutely probably one of my favourite songs that never was a step song.
I know. Imagine if it had been. It's strange, isn't it? How you can go from hating something to absolutely loving it. It's actually brilliant, that song.
Shall we talk
I know
about?
I'm a bit biased.
Shall we talk about the dance break as well?
A dance break? We did a dance break.
Yes.
In ball gowns and like suits and stuff.
Well, I didn't. I wasn't wearing a ball gown.
Well, I was.
Much to my sadness.
Do you remember as well, though? Because I had these beautiful shoes that I was wearing with the dress in the video. And because we were in this stately home, on the ballroom that we did the dance break, I wasn't allowed to wear them.
Why?
So they made...
Do you have trainers on? Do you have trainers on?
No, this is what happened. So they made me take the heels off and there were no flats. They didn't have any trainers or anything, and because you could kind of see the shoes. So the lady owner of the house, who's some kind of, I don't know, proper lady, lent me a pair of flat shoes.
Oh, bless her.
And I had to wear her shoes.
Even if you took the shoes, I don't think she would have missed the shoes. Did you see the size of the house?
I know, it was incredible. Somebody did steal my shoes, though. The ones that I was originally meant to wear.
Oh, really?
Went missing. Yeah, they went missing on that video shoot.
Tea leaf. There was a tea leaf on set.
Exactly. There you go.
Let me just remind everybody that my special guest, not only is she a pop dinosaur...
Right.
A master chef.
And you are.
You're a master chef and a crafter. Okay, so this now, Brisha says, everybody, she's about to take the plunge into the world of musical theatre. She'll be starring in War of the Worlds, the musical, in an arena near you.
All right, I know you think it's hilarious.
She skipped theatres, everybody. She's gone straight to arenas. She's past this one. Okay, so... I don't know very much about it, if I'm honest. You've on a very drunken night out. I was quite intoxicated with tequila and gin, and you showed me the song that you'll be singing. It is, of course, the showstopper. It's the lead song in the show. It's a bit dramatic. Are you going to go on method on it? How are you going to do it? What's happening?
I mean, I don't know how I'm going to be dramatic because no one can ever accuse me of being dramatic.
Tell everybody about the show. What's the story about? I have no idea.
Okay, so War of the Worlds, it's based on the H.G. Wells novel that was released a very long time ago. And Jeff Wayne took the story and created a musical soundtrack to War of the Worlds, and it has evolved and developed over the years. I think originally it was very much instrumental, and everybody will know the title track. It's so iconic, the orchestral number, and I think people probably don't realise how much they do know from the show actually. And yeah, so over the years it's developed, and in the early noughties it was developed into this arena show where the story is told. Originally it was Richard Burton that was kind of the narrator or the journalist character, and it's now Liam Neeson. So I will be sharing stage with Liam Neeson.
As you do. And if you're missing me, you will be on stage with my twin, Kevin from Strictly.
Yes. Kevin Clifton is playing the role of the artillery man.
It's basically like looking in a mirror. Everybody says we look alike. We're separated at birth.
I didn't think of that. I mean, he's much younger than you, I think.
Whatever. Do you know what? Oh, you're rude. So this is it in the background. I actually didn't realise that this was the song, and of course I know it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not my number, my main number in the show, but see, that is iconic. I defy anybody to say they don't know that.
Are you going to do a dance break to it?
Of course. I mean, I might be in the dressing room.
Yeah. Come on, we need a bit of moonwalking. We need a bit of what do they call it? What's the spaghetti dance? What's that called?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the dance craze that everybody was doing a couple of years ago. The noodle thing. Is it noodle? No. What's it called? When you
asking me?
You swish your hands. What's that called? When you swish your hands to the side of your pelvis. What's that called?
Oh, the floss.
The floss!
You mean the floss?
There
Oh
you
my
go.
God.
That one. Oh gosh, how did I not even know that?
Oh, I
Wowzers.
don't know.
I'm actually looking forward to this. So you're touring major arenas, and of course you're coming locally here to Cardiff. Where else are you going?
To Cardiff. All over. We'll be at the O2, we're Hull, Manchester, Bournemouth. We're all over the UK. We've got 14 shows in March and April 2022. It's something. I think if this year has taught me anything, it's that you just never know what's going to happen and what life's going to throw at you, and you've kind of got to face the things that scare you a little bit. And I haven't done anything like this ever, really. No, actually not ever. I've done, been on stage with Steps, and I've done TV stuff, but I've never actually done theatre or musical theatre or anything,
So, do you
or
actually-
any kind of acting.
By you doing this now, so Faye's done music, I've done musicals, Faye has, Lee has, you'll be, and I don't think Lisa has now. Lisa's the only one that hasn't done a musical.
No, she's done Panto. Is that? I don't know if it's same.
And actually, you haven't done Panto. We've all done Pantos now,
No.
apart from you. So
Yeah.
but it's a completely different discipline. I mean, we know because
Yeah.
we are show ready. We're mentally ready for when we do a step show. But this is hard. This is hard. That, and the kind of song you're singing, it's hardcore.
Yeah, I mean it's about 12 minutes long, and there is acting and there is interaction, which is not our kind of interaction on stage. So it is a departure for me, but I'm kind of
Clap your hands. Give me a woo at the back.
Yeah, woo, 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 woo.
Da 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 da
Yeah.
da.
I might have to do that if I forget where I am. I just imagine that I'm you.
But you'll be fine. This isn't. This is not the first time you have been on stage on your own. Without Steps or me, because years ago, you finally got into the studio and gave birth to your solo record you've been dreaming about for so many years, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So it's all about, and I realised when I did that how much that actually terrified me when I came to doing it. So I do feel like as you get older, you've got to do things that challenge you and push you. And War of the Worlds is going to do that for me. So I hope that I'm excited. I'm nervous and I'm excited, but I think it's going to be amazing. I've met Jeff and some of the people around it, and I was there yesterday recording some bits. So it feels exciting. It feels like it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to love it.
I can see. Do you know what? I'm just going to predict. I can see you. Do you know what? Next year, War of the Worlds. The year after, Eponine, Fontaine in Les Mis. There you go. I'm putting it out there. I'm
a bit too old for that.
Yes, you are. Let's
Yes,
backtrack.
I am.
Let's
I'm
backtrack.
just saying.
But the icing on the cake for me, well, it was incredible because I came to see you support the one and only Celine Dion at Hyde Park. God, that's like the stuff that dreams are made of. I was so super proud of you. You must have been cacking your pants. I'm just.
Oh, well, you didn't see me before, did you? I think anybody that was around me beforehand would rather have not been, because it was. It probably was
and you
the
told
most
me,
nervous I've ever been.
You changed your set, didn't you? Because in your like your kind of wheel of songs that you sing is River Deep Mountain High, and you do not sing one of Celine's songs at a Celine Dion concert.
No, but the story behind me singing River Deep Mountain High is because that's what I sang at my audition for Steps.
Ah, right.
Which was a complete, I'd never sung it before. And after our audition, I never sang it again until I did it on my little tour that I did for my solo album. So when it came to doing the Celine show in Hyde Park, it was like, oh my God, we can't do that. I mean, she did it in her set. So there was absolutely no way I could do it. So I had to try and think of something else. So I did Gloria instead.
And you knocked it out of the park. It went down a storm. It was great.
Oh, it's well.
I mean, I was drunk. You sounded great to me. I had lots of gin.
Thanks.
I was so super proud of you. I really, really was. And to be there, no, seriously, and even have. I remember in Celine's set, she thanked everybody and she said your name.
Oh my God, she said my name.
I know, I was there with you because we were partying at the front. I was like, oh my God, she's just said Claire's name.
But I mean, I think for us as well, though, because you remember when we were in Miami doing the video for DJ and a New Day album had just come out and we just listened to it constantly the whole time we were there. And it just brings back a lot of really happy memories for me. And Celine has just got this I mean, she's one of my idols anyway, but it just brought back all these amazing memories, and the fact that we were there together as well watching her was pretty amazing.
The things we have done, and especially recently, it's just like pinch me stuff, and we've got a super exciting year coming up. Tell everybody what we're up to. Go on.
Oh God, well, I can't tell everybody everything because there's too much and some of it's still secret. But yeah, we're about to release What the Future Holds Part 2 in September, which is very exciting. A whole brand new album of tracks for everybody to enjoy.
We've just had the first drafts of the tracks today. I've had a quick little listen, and I'm super excited about it. I think everybody is going to absolutely adore these tracks.
Yeah, I think so too. It's again, it's moving it on and making it a little bit different, and it's us, I don't know, tackling songs, I suppose, that maybe we would never have done before. It's really nice to be able to have that choice. And then obviously in November we will be going on tour as Steps. So which was the tour that we had to move from last year. So all being well, we will be there in November, and it's I just can't wait. I absolutely can't wait, because I think we're all just chomping at the bit to get back on that stage and create an amazing show for everybody, because we had such a good time on Party on the Dance Floor that I think this is going to be even better and even bigger, hopefully.
I think it's been an absolutely horrendous year for everyone involved, and it's been a very dark time, and everybody needs a little bit of light, a little bit of happy, and hopefully we can bring that to everybody.
Do you know what they need?
What?
Do you know what they need? They need to be punched in the face with pop music for 2 hours.
Well, I wouldn't quite say put it that way. Clifford Steps. Pastor Alaclara, thank you for gracing me with your presence tonight.
That's all right. I'm going to go and watch the rest of Gogglebox now. I
will see you very soon. And to play us out, I've chosen a song from your solo album, my absolute favourite. Yeah, and it's an absolute stonker. It's Shame on You. Go and have some Prosecco. I love you lots, and I'll speak to you soon.
I love you too.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.